Hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you, and today I will discuss an important question which has come in 2015 West Bengal State Council of Technical Education. The question is from the rate analysis, and I already completed this topic in my earlier class and I have given the notes, but this is the most important question. I have covered the maximum portion of this topic. Okay, so look. So first question is, what are the factors to be considered for the analysis of rate? Very basic question. So I already gave this solution, and I have written here also. So first thing is the quantity of the materials. Obviously it will reflect the analysis of rate. Second one is the number of laborers. Obviously if you increase the numbers of laborers, so the rate will be increased. And overhead or equipment, obviously it will depends on equipment also. If you increase the number of equipments, the rate will be also increased. The profit margin, obviously the profit margin is also reflects the analysis of rate. So now the second question, that is also in 2015, year of 2015 in State Council of Technical Education, West Bengal. So here the question, actually you have to answer any one, any two of these three. Okay, so the solution is not so big, but yeah, we will solve these three. So brickwork in cement mortar. So obviously you understood the brickwork in cement mortar means the main walls and partition walls, these are basically denotes it. Okay, so the cement mortar, the cement is to sand, it is given here, that is 1:6. Okay, I hope you know this. 1:6 means 1 is cement and 6 is the sand. 1:2:4, this means cement into fine aggregate into coarse aggregate. This is a cement concrete, this is a kind of PCC. And 18 mm thick cement plaster means the wall plastering, I hope you know. And this cement portion is 1 and this is 6 is sand. Okay, or the fine aggregate. And sand, we take here medium sand and coarse sand. So maximum portion 70% will take the coarse sand and 30% will take the medium sand. Look, so these are the rates are given. Cement, these are not as realistic, because if you need to take the actual value basis on the current situation, you need to take the actual value and go to the market and you can ask the rates and you can write there. Okay, and bricks, it is 8,500 per 1000 numbers. Sand, it is for coarse sand 1150 per meter cube. For sand, medium sand is 950 per meter cube. These are the rates only. Head masons, ordinary mason and mazdoor, these are kind of skilled labor, semi skilled labor and unskilled labor, you already know that. So the rates are given per day, 326, 296 and 245. Okay, now coming to the solution. Look, the firstly we need to consider a particular volume. Look, this is the brickwork, the volume is not given. Like if it is given that you need to calculate the brickwork for 10 meter cube or 100 meter cube, or this is the realistic question, right? But here it is given brickwork in cement mortar 1:6. So we will consider per meter cube. Okay, so I will consider here 10 meter cube. So whatever the data I get, I will divide it that by 10 and I will get the 1 meter cube basis. So look, so considering 10 meter cube of brickwork, so size of one brick with mortar, I already know that is nominal size of the bricks. Okay, so if you want to take the actual size of the brick as per your site, that means in your practical example, so you need to measure at least 10 to 15 bricks and you take the average one. Okay, that means L, length and breadth and height. So this is the data I have get in the book, that is the nominal size of the brick, that is 200 into 100 into 100. Okay, so this is with mortar, and I hope you know the without mortar, that is 190 into 90 into 90. Also I can show you, look here, standard modular bricks, actual size 19 into 9 into 9, this is in centimeters cube. Nominal is 20 into 10 into 10, this is centimeter cube. Okay, these are traditional bricks, you know. Okay, so here we can get the number of bricks, because I know the total volume, that is 10 meter cube, and I know the single brick volume with mortar. Obviously the brickwork, this 10 includes the brick as well as the mortar. So this is the single brick with mortar, so I can get the value 5000 numbers of bricks are required. So very simple. Now I know the size of the brick without mortar, that I already told earlier, What 90 into 90 into 90? So volume of the motor will be 10. This is the total volume. 5000 numbers of bricks I got from here, and this is the brick size without motor. So if you solve this equation, what you get? You get actually what is the actual value of motor that is required for these 5000 numbers of bricks. Okay, so I got this value, but I need to increase it by 15%. Why it is increased by 15%? Look, due to the frog filling and wastage. So I hope you know the frog, which portion is the frog. Suppose this is the brick, and this portion there are some names are written, the company names of the bricks or that kind of thing, and this is slightly hollow. Okay, that means extruded into inside. So that's why we need to put here some extra mortar, right? So that's why we take here 15% extra. So volume of the weight mortar becomes 1.15. That means we are increasing the 15% and will get 2.64 meter cube. Okay, this is a shortcut. 1.15, you multiply this, directly get the value by increasing the 15% volume. Now look, this is the weight. I write here, this is the weight. This motor is the weight, and when you dry, that means we are not drying this actually. When you buy a cement bag or that kind of cement bag of sand, they are dried, na? Then you mix the water and then it will be gone weight. So dry motor have large volume. Okay, this is the basic thing. Obviously dry motor have large volume, and weight motor is when I mixing the water, the volume will be decreased. So this is considered as 33%, means when you mix the water, the volume will be decreased by 33%. So obviously when I am calculating the dry volume, we need to increase it by 33%, right? So I am increasing it by 33%, and hence the volume of dry motor will be 1.33 into 2.64. This 2.64. Okay, so 1.33, this is the ultimate volume that you need to consider for 10 meter cube volume of brickwork. Okay, now the ratio comes. So what are the ratios? That is 1:6. I hope it is, yes, this is 1:6. So I need to divide it by 1:6 ratio. Very simple. So 1/7 into 3.51. So this is 0.5 cubic meter. Okay, I am not coming here right now, I am coming later on. And volume of sand is 6/7 into 3.51, that is 3 cubic meter. Now this sand I am considering 70% coarse and 70% medium, because in the question, look, it is given sand coarse is given and medium sand is also given. So we basically use coarse sand greater than the medium sand, right? So we are using, this is as per your consideration. This is not mandatory, you need to take this, but try to take this value at least, that 70% coarse and 30% medium. So the coarse sand will be 70, that means 0.7 into 3, and the medium sand will be 0.3 into 3, that is 0.9 meter cube and 2.1 meter cube. Now I need make this table. This is the final one. So the table format is particulars, quantity, rate and amount. It's a very simple basic thing. Now in particulars, I have materials. So what are the materials? First one is a brick. I know the numbers of bricks, 5000. I know the rate, that is 8500 per 1000 numbers. So I can get the value. Simply multiply it. This is per, that means per brick it is coming 8.5 rupees. So multiply 5000 into 8.5, you will get the 42,000. I will check. 5000 into 8.5, yeah, 42,500. yes, right? So in this way you can calculate and check all values. So 2.1, this is the sand, I get the value here. So 2.1, I'm changing the color, yeah, 2.1. So 2.1, this is the 2.1, and this is the rate. This rate is in the question, and you can get the values. And similarly, this is sand, cement. A scaffolding, it is not given, so I am taking the lump sum value, that is 1500. Okay, you can take it 1200, 1300, 1500 as per your, but not take it as 50,000 because it has a ratio. So scaffolding is 1500, and finally you get the total value for the materials is 53,102 and labors. Now come to labor. So look, the head mason, look why it is half numbers. Look who is the head mason. He is not for all the day for the particular project. He might be on working in two projects, so half day he will give to individual projects. So that's why we consider here, this is as per you. You can consider here one also, but try to take it as half numbers. Okay, that means half day. So full day their rate is 326 per day, so they will take 163. Now mason, they are 8 numbers, so 8 numbers their rate is, you can, this is I am just considering 8. You can take it as 5 or 6 or anything else, but try to make at least 14 to 16 times greater than this head masons. And these mazdurs are it might be take you, it might you can take it 16 or 18 or 20 like that. This is as per you, and the rate is 245. So finally you will get the value. These are the value, just multiply this with the numbers and we are getting the value, that is 6696. Okay, now contingencies. What is this? Look, when I am going to start a project, so initially we consider the rates, but at the time of completion or during the project there might be some rise and fall in the price of each and every materials. So that's why we increase our total discharges, that means the materials plus labors, at least half percentage. Okay, so how you calculate this value? Very simple. You just add this 53,102 plus 6696. Okay, and you take the half percent of this A plus B. Okay, I am showing this very simple one. Look, this is 53,102. So 53,102 plus 6696 and 0.5% of this, that means into 0.5 divided by 100. Look, 298.99. so I considering here 299. So it is okay, I hope. So this is the total value. Just A plus B plus this one, you will get this value. Now water charges 1% of total, that means 1% of this value. So very simple, just divided by 100, so 600.97. so 600.97, then you cumulatively add this, then you will get this value. Then this profit or overhead, that means this is the construction profit, that means the contractor will get this 10% benefit. So the 10% of this value is 6069 point this one, and grand total is this. So this grand total is for, initially I consider this for 10 meter cube volume, so just divided it by 10, and you will get this value. This is for rate per cubic meter. So when I get this value rate per cubic meter, you can get any kind of any volume of brickwork, right, in 1:6. So this is how you can calculate the brickwork in cement mortar. Now this next thing is, next are very easy. Cement concrete in 1:2:4. 1:2:4. So similarly we will consider 10 cubic meter of cement concrete, 15% extra same for filling depression of wastage. Now 33% extra for dry volume. Very simple. So directly I calculated here 10 into 1.15 into 1.13. So this is the volume. Look, this is not brickwork, so we need to consider the total as the total volume. Okay, so we considering here total 10 meter cube. So 10 into 1.15 into 1.33, I get this value. So now just divide this total concrete in the particular ratio, that is 1:2:4. So simply 1/7 into 15.4. This is the cement. This is the fine aggregate. Okay, this is the fine aggregate. So fine aggregate is simply 2 by 7 into 15.4 and coarse aggregate is 4 by 7 into 15.4. so ultimately I get the value these three things. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention here, look, the cement I get is 0.5 cubic meter, right? So I need to the rate is given of given here, that is in metric ton, 8100 per metric ton, but I get here cubic meter, right? So I need to convert this cubic meter to metric ton. How? Very simple. Look, this is the volume. Okay, so I know the unit weight of cement, that means the density of cement. What is the density of unit weight of cement? That is 1440 kg per meter cube, kg per meter cube. Very simple. Now if you multiply this 1440 with the 0.5 and divided that by 1000, you will get the value in metric ton. Very simple. So you just multiply this and you check, you will get the metric ton value. I will show you. So 0.5 into 1440 divided by 1000, so this is 0.72. okay, now could understand, and this value is put over here and you just multiply this 8100 0.72, you will get the 5832. okay. Now yes, so similarly here I get 2.2 meter cube volume, so I am converting it into metric ton. So simply multiply with 1440 by 1000 and will get the 3.164 metric ton. Fine aggregate and coarse aggregate, these are in meter cube, so we don't need to make it convert into another units. So fine aggregate, what is the fine aggregate? Fine aggregate is 4.4 meter cube and coarse aggregate is 4.4 by 7 into 15.4. Look, the rate of the stone chips will not given, so you can consider as per your data. Okay. Now materials. So materials, what are they? Stone chips. So quantity is 8.8 meter cube. This is the rate we are considering it. And sand, we are considering here totally the medium sand. We are not considering the coarse sand. So 4.4 meter cube and 950. This is the total amount. Cement, it is 3.168 metric ton that we calculated earlier, and it is coming this much. So now the levers, same process. Actually it is very much easy. Here we are considering a half numbers of 326 and this masons we are considering here 3 numbers. This is 23. Just changing the we are considering less numbers of masons are in higher numbers of mazdoors, so it will give the benefit in project. And contingencies, 0.5% of A plus B, same. You just note this and calculate it in your own, and you can calculate all these things. So water charges is 1%, this profit at overhead 10%, this construction profit. Rate per cubic meter is 540.83 by 10. Okay, because here we also consider 10 meter cube. Yes, 10 meter cube we considered, na? Yes, a 10 cubic meter of cement concrete. Yes. So in this way you can calculate the cement concrete also. Now the last one, it is very much easy. So this is the plastering portion, 80 mm thick cement plaster, 1:6. Simply consider 100 meter square of plastering. We are not considering in volume because it's a plaster, so plaster we calculated in area, right? So we are considering 100 meter square of plastering. So the volume of the mortar will be, we are look, in question it is already given the thickness of the plaster, that is 80 mm. So 100 meter square into the 0.018, that is in meter. So we get the volume, that is 1.8. So we increase here by 20%. Look, previously we increased 15%, but we here increasing 20%. Why it is increasing by 20%? Look, here also we are the frog filling as well as the joints are there. That means in between the gaps of the bricks there are some cones are there, either by V or like U shape, right? So we need to fill these portions also. Suppose the bricks are placed and these kinds of gaps are there, or the V notch type gaps are there, right? So when you are trying to fill this one, we need to give some extra portion of mortar, so that's why we are using here 20% of frog filling. Okay, so in this volume will be increased by 20%, so 1.2 into 1.8, so 2.16 meter cube. Now dry volume same, 33% we have to increase, 1.33 into 2.16, so 2.87. Now just divided it in the ratio, that is 1:6, so dry volume becomes this one, and sorry, cement becomes 2.87 into 1/7, that is 0.41 meter cube, and just convert in a metric ton, same process. And sand is 6.7 into 2.87, that is 2.46. now this 2.46 you consider 70% and 20%, so here this is 70% and here it is 30%, so 1.72 and 0.74. you just add this and add this one, 1.72 and 0.74, you will get this 2.46. now the same table is same. So material cement, sand, this is a coarse sand, this is medium sand. As a cap holding, lump sum value 1500, because when you are going to plaster something you need the scaffolding. Okay, so these are the rates, you just multiply this and you get the value. Labors, same process, just head mason and mazdoors. Now here we take half numbers 10, 15. This is not mandatory, you can see that all the cases the numbers are different, so this is you can take as per your conclusion. And 326, these are the rates, and contingency is half percent of A plus B, so the value comes to 15,840. Water charge is 1%, profit and overhead is 10%. So in this way the grand total becomes 17599.28, and the rate per meter square. So initially you consider 100, right? So just we already get the value divided by 100 and I get the per meter square rate. So if you want to, then now we get the per meter square rate. Now whatever the area you need to plaster, you just multiply that with the this 175.98, that means the per unit rate, and you can get the ultimate result. So this is the total thing. Thank you.